Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Wuchang 100% walkthrough. Now we are gonna progress further after beating our first boss to Shu Sanctum, but before we do that, we are going to fight a difficult enemy over here. It's gonna spawn as one of the jar from these jars, and they are very obnoxious. They do a flurry of attacks in quick succession which can take you out. So you need to be very careful around them and try to beat them, you know. Good thing about X is it staggers them, so you can just take them out. I died to that enemy 2 times in my first playthrough, so don't take them lightly. Fire lotus seed is to cure the burn if it burns on you. Now we are gonna reset. And I don't think they respawn again. Probably, yeah, they don't respawn. They spawn only once. Anyway, so nothing over here just to show you guys, and now we can move on. First we'll go right, take these enemies out. My controller batteries are low, and I've just played one game after putting the new batteries in, which is Wuchang. I guess there is an enemy here trying to ambush us, so you can actually go inside to a dodge. Looks like we are out of stamina. Alright. Nothing over here. There is, yeah, paint red feather. Alright, so nothing over here guys. Did we pick it up, or yeah, so we picked up this. Do not use this, gonna be used for a NPC quest, although that NPC quest is not tied to any platinum trophy, so I would not suggest using that doll, just to get some special interaction with the NPC. Otherwise it's all good. You're free to use it if you want, but you don't really need to use it anyway. So health pill is gonna restore your health. Not very common, but not very rare as well. You can use it for emergency heals. Anyway, this guy, take it. Good time to put our boost as well, autumn feather. This is the key that was dropped by the boss, which we are using now. Okay, I think we have access to the second spell which the boss dropped. So this is actually, you can do 2 button presses for this, as it already says conjure a crescent shaped spade of fire that sweeps forward, and then you can press again to smash down, which causes burn buildup. So striking an enemy from behind opens them up for the obliterator strike. So it is equivalent to doing a heavy attack if you have the skybound might to it. Now before we go further, I would like to inform that, like dung beetles in Elden Ring, there are bamboo shoots or shots, whatever you want to call it, as bamboozles. They are very small and pretty fast, so as soon as they spawn we need to run for them and kill them. So one is going to show up now, and we need to kill them. So that's over there was the NPC we talked to in the first episode of this walkthrough. What happened to my voice? So it's gonna spawn now like this. Oh my god, I missed it. shit, just to show how to kill it, we are gonna reset. So resetting at the shrine will basically respawn them as well. So I don't want to miss it. I don't want to come back because there is a trophy associated with it to get all the bamboozles, bamboo shoots they call it. And you can also use them to buy stuff from an NPC, which is gonna come up in this game anyway. So alright, I think the next thing I would want to go for is more Skybound Might, but that will take time, so I am gonna use this passive. So this one hand passive, biding time, is gonna continuously generate your Skybound Might, provided that you have a one hand weapon equipped. So while exploring, we are going to use the one hand weapon just so our Skybound Might is continuously regenerating. So you're going any one hand sword would do, so you don't really need to pick. Oh, we don't have a one. Oh, this is it, right? Yeah. And the other weapon is going to be halberd. All right. So with this, your Skybound Might will continuously generate, and we are gonna keep it until we are fighting some enemy. All right. That's how you kill that guy. There's a loot over here. Budding red mercury. And this is the brother of the guy we spoke in Reverend Temple.
They say the not that he was bitten. But who knew that? Matt, with your skill. Excellent. Oh, if you ever find yourself in trouble.
Alright, so he's gonna give you a bone needle and he wants to assist us in the next boss fight of Shu Sanctum, but we are not gonna take on that boss yet. But we can use that bone needle to summon him. There is a trophy associated with bone needle, so you have to call one NPC at least once in the fight. You don't really need to do the fight completely with the enemy, and we are gonna call someone, but we'll decide who. Pick up red mercury sprout, child in the jar. Give that dough figurine I was talking about to this guy. And not every boss fight requires a summon, so yeah, so you can only summon the NPCs in some boss fights in which they are willing to. As you can see, we have the Skybound Might, even though we didn't fight anyone or attacked anyone or dodged anyone. That is all because of the biding time passive. Very, very useful passive, because most of the time you are traversing without fighting people, and by the time you encounter an enemy you can always switch back to X, and this is a good time I show you the switch using the L3 button, because you need to have at least those many Skybound Might as the weapon skill on that particular weapon you're switching to. So if I press L3, I will do the weapon attack straight away, provided I have Skybound Might with it. This is a tough enemy. Make sure that all right. Pick this up and we'll go back to this single hand. Pick this up, red mercury sprout, and we are gonna come down over here. Since we did not have Skybound Might, we use the regular way to switching the weapon. Anyway, so kill them all. And there is one enemy over here, we can kill him since we came up from the upper side of this area. We can go back, kill this enemy, and then he dropped something, right? Yeah, pick this. And now we are gonna go to... Alright. Kill this dude. Probably this bird always reminds me to use the feather, so I just pop a feather every time I see this bird. Kill them if you want to, they're not gonna attack you anyway, from my experience. Anyway, this is the progression path where we have to go next. Let me show you. I think it is better shown than told. So the area behind this fire is the next area of progression. It's actually the area of progression, but you cannot cross it. If you try to cross it, I've tried it twice in my let's play, but I died to these fire flames. But later on I discovered from an NPC that you have to go other way to cross this, so no point in trying it now. By the way, we picked up our benediction. Where is it? Yeah, Skybound Might increases your spell damage for a time. A good one if you're running a magic build. If you're running a melee build like us, won't matter much, but we will anyway equip it, because once in a while you can always cast magic through any build. Do not really need to be a magic build or a one-handed sword build to cast magic. You can cast magic using any build, so this benediction is gonna be useful until we find a better one. So now once we go up, there is another bamboo that is gonna show up, so we have to kill it first. You can actually show them, see them, I would say.
The cycle of life remains
From far ahead you can actually see them. There was a bird, right? Let's kill that bird as well before I forget. Another very important NPC, storyteller. Not gonna spoil who he is, but very important NPC. They'll be there till the end of the game.
I'll only give you indigestion. I tell, hey kid, just to talk now. That if you want to know what, very see that. Don't be fooled. Enough.
He's gonna give you bamboo
now
shoot.
That thou hast claimed thy fortune, it is time to depart this cursed realm. Return whence thou came.
Gonna go to sleep, and that's it for this NPC for now. And over here we have a panda. Panda is actually a merchant which you can use to buy stuff using the bamboo shoots. So we have 3 bamboo shoots. One storyteller gave us, and 2 we actually got by killing those bamboo, hitting those bamboos. So talking about these items, Divine Ward is a spell which requires 3 Skybound Might and buffs your damage negation. Crap, absolutely shitty spell because it costs you 3 Skybound Might. If you are dying to a boss and you really need need to focus on your damage negation, go for it. I won't recommend it. For now we are gonna go with the spear. We are not gonna go with that spell for now, but eventually we'll pick it up when we have the bamboo shoots to waste, because I didn't find that spell useful at all in my first playthrough. So you still take very good amount of damage. Armor makes or breaks the fight. So this is a dead end in this game. So armor is not just for...
moves on. I pleaded for guidance, only to be met with silence. Fate unyielding, destiny unchangeable.
I'm waiting for his dialogue to be over.
Journey, but a fleeting dream.
Alright, come up here, pick up the loot, Raven Pill, and that is a shortcut which we will unlock later. Raven Pill is actually good, but it builds up corruption as I told before. This is emergency healing when you are having a very good set. Anyway, we have been here, so let's go all the way back. And move upstairs. Blessed by the primordial deity, you can read all these stuff as you want. It tells you something about the area.
Are you be wise?
Talk to him.
Thankfully,
We'll give you something.
And that
I
officer's
think.
here.
Yeah, Raven
Take
Pill.
this.
Not that
That
important.
officer's fallen ill.
But anyway. So now there is this path and that path. This guy is blocking the straight path to the Shu Sanctum and the shrine. This guy is tough because it's red-eyed. Red-eyed enemies do not respawn, and red-eyed enemies are tougher than their normal version. So every enemy can have a red-eyed version, and they are tough. So what we can do is we can make our way around through him, to avoid him, and reach the shrine, and then we can from the shrine come back and kill this dude later on. Go here, and then we can go here. I think he dropped something. Yeah, let's pick it up. I think somebody is gonna ambush you here, like I guessed. And here you get access to your another benediction, counter force. Go here, go up. Pick this up, and we are in the Shu Sanctum. Pick this up. Crimson Lantern Fruit is basically for reducing your stamina cost for an extended time, so it basically costs less stamina to do stuff. Anyway, so we were here. If you notice, we were here when we were going to that panda and everybody. We were on the other side. If you notice where we are or want to pay attention to where we are. Anyway, moving forward. Kill this dude. Alright, so we are going to fight another enemy, the jar enemy that we fought in the Light Zen temple just now, so be careful. He's gonna spawn. Look at that. It can do blight buildup. Blight is worse than corruption. It basically reduces your max HP, so you cannot heal in blight after a certain Alright, this axe seems to be very useful against these enemies. We got another faint red feather. Nothing over here. You can break this. This is a shortcut which we'll unlock later on. But here is the Shu Sanctum. Now before we go there, there is one area that we didn't cover, but we came up here. We can go back and quickly cover that. Which is here. We can talk to this.
Even if you don't, holy hell, quitting.
Yeah, quitting. I'll quit. I think there is an loot here, which is steamy bunny bun, which is welcome. Not a bad loot either. And go up here, kill the dudes, and we have something to pick here. Which is Raven Pill, not the end of the world, you know. And that's it, that's the dead end. Ideally we should have come here first. I don't know why I did not, but anyway, so we need to just go to the other side all the way around. From here. Hey, this enemy, I think it's just random loot. Division, what is that we picked up? Let's talk about that as well. So this is for marking your location. I never used it in my first playthrough. It can be useful to, you know, traverse through the areas. Basically, you can the way you would want to use it is, let me show you. So there are two ways, right? From this place there are two ways to go, and you can actually go and drop this. The way you use it in Souls-like is you will drop it here. Now this depends on how you want to use it. You can drop it here, marking that this is an unexplored area that I yet to visit. And same thing you can drop here, is an unexplored area. I would, because there is a bifurcation here, and you explore this area, then you come back, and then you, from this stone, you will identify which areas you have explored and which you have not. I personally did not need it. We are quite thorough in exploration. In fact, in my first playthrough I screwed up in some NPC choices, but otherwise I was able to get almost everything exploration wise. But you can use it. It's the way you use it I showed you. You can also use it in the other way, where you drop it on after completing an area, and you know, just for your reference, you say that where the stone is dropped, I have completed that path, and then you just cover the other ones. So it depends on how you want to use. You have a compass on your right, and it basically shows you where the stuff are. Basically, compass can show you if there is a shrine nearby, so which is what it is showing here. Nothing over here, and you can go here. We can get that loot from the other side, but first let's hit our shrine, and we have got to our second hub of this area. Second important location, I should say, that this game calls out is Shu Sanctum. We don't have enough to level up. We need how much? 500. I think we can make 500. We can make that happen. All right, and now we can spend that in should I go with, we don't have 3 Skyborn Might to access that, so we are gonna focus till we get 3 Skyborn Might. I'm looking forward for that skill to unlock. So you're gonna go forward until we unlock this. We didn't pick up any new forgotten remembrance or lost remains, so we are not gonna upgrade that. We cannot upgrade that. I could use some stamina as well. Probably I'll see if we want to spend more. Can we level up our character? No, we have 3 feathers. We need 1 more. So anyway, fine. The rest of the things are okay. Benediction we can change now. Skybound might. Next is memory and wisdom. So we don't have anything from memory yet. From wisdom we will. As you can see, this skybound might is part of a set. As you can see, the set effect above. After gaining skybound might, the power of your next attack is increased. So this is good for clubbing the benedictions of the same set, but for now we don't have the set, so we are free to use anything that we want. So we are not countering with X, so I'm gonna go with actually we can counter with X, but the chances of that are very very low because X is very slow. So I'm gonna use this one for our wisdom slot. Anyway, so let's go further. Our temper is burned for now, and this is the key is required to enter the next area, but this key is dropped from the boss, which we are not gonna fight yet. I am just gonna talk to the NPCs over here.
Hey, we meet again. Now that's a fine piece.
Hand over the golden bowl that we picked up earlier for him to sell some new stuff. You don't need to buy dual blades yet because you are going to get it from there. That hut. You'll get the dual blades, so you don't really need to buy them, but if you want to very much, go ahead, buy them. Other than that, this is all consumables which we are not interested in. This is armor set. I'm gonna buy every armor set that he is gonna sell and the other guy is gonna sell, but before that, increased stamina recovery during Skybound might, increased damage if 3 discipline skills are known. So I want both of these, but I don't have enough currency to buy. Probably I can have it by seeing 1400. So I can have 1400. And how much you are selling it for?
Got some new stuff for you.
So I can buy this one. So yeah, let's buy that one. 960, right? And we have already 130. So we need what? 900 more. Let's see. Let's get 900 more. And buy that. Oh, not 900, actually 1000. One more. And get that benediction.
Got some new stuff for you. Come back soon.
And let's talk to this guy.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment.
So now we can.
Red mercury might be common.
So now we can give him the drop from the copper jug, which is from the first boss. He'll tell you something about the boss and his wife and
erupted in town.
things like that.
Kidnapped her. Left those poor kids without parents.
I'm gonna buy that armor as well, but when we have enough what do you say, red mercury to buy that stuff. Talk to her. Trinity Bell is gonna come from the optional boss in this area, and we are gonna do that first before doing the main boss of this area, which is story progression. Here you can read about it. Nothing else is there upstairs, and you can read stuff here as well if you want to. All up for you guys to explore. Now this is the mother of that guy which we met in the Reverend Temple. Let's talk to her.
My son,
really you? Oh, Lil, I beseech you, George. As for that, her father, I heard they call it.
All right, so
I heard from a tower they call it.
white jade dumpling. She wants white jade dumpling, which we will provide to her again from that same optional boss, which is gonna progress the other NPC's quest line. Check here, pick up the loot here, which is divine gift. And the way divine gift works is, let's say you have madness on you. Our madness is full, so madness has descended on us. Now you can interact with this statue and offer the divine gift to get rid of your madness, and it says madness retreats. So if you want to get rid of your madness, you have to find this one of these statues and interact with them and offer them the divine gift, although these divine gifts are rare to find. But I think you can use a fragment. You can buy the fragment of that divine gift later on in the game, and fragment will decrease your madness by some amount, if not all. And we have one of the coolest NPCs in this game. Why is he so cool? You will get to know about it when we end his quest line. Come to end his quest line. So, but very cool NPC. Let's just take a round and pick up the loot. Purple camellia is for curing corruption if you are inflicted, or even removing the status effect if you are building up corruption. So I think this is a good place to wrap up this episode of the walkthrough, and in the next walkthrough we are gonna cover the optional boss, probably if the time allows. Otherwise we are gonna tackle him in the subsequent episode. This place is not small, it's actually decent. We came from the left side, you can go onto the right side as well, and there are a lot of enemies, a lot of stuff to loot, and probably you'll get the best X in the game, so I'm very excited to go to that next area. Anyway, so all done for this episode. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.